Focus, Joshua. We're not done yet.
Of course there's more. There's always fucking more.
asked me something different. Not yet.
So I should let the burden fall to you?
Yes, you should. Save your strength for the Mother Crystal. So big.
You don't want to know.
Not good. That's already.
There's no end to them. The whole bloody army's here. Stand back, Joshua. I'm summoning Ifrit.
Stop, Clive! You mustn't. We still have a long way to go. If you tap your strength here, you'll have none left to destroy the heart.
Then you'd rather die?
kill. She's not alone.
Surprised to see us.
How did you?
Gav. He told us exactly where you'd be. Even sniffed out a crack in the castle wall. And when we saw the heavens come crashing down, we had no choice but to believe him. It's been quite a day.
To what do we owe this honor?
A debt I would see repaid.
Prince Dion. It's good to see you well.
So, this must be Ifrit. Your uncle bade me give you a message. Listen to your heart, and guide your steel true. Your father would expect no less. That is all.
Thank you.
For everything, Your Highness.
Dion, please.
You do realize the only thing we've freed so far is this wall from its foundations, right? Now, if your lord and ladyship's quite finished...
Well said, Gav. We have work to do.
But don't suppose none won't take...
And we wouldn't?
You mean...
Welcome to Goots's Toll. Thank you. How else I can do for you? Did it? That's 10 times better than it was before. You don't want me to make yours out else?
You see, Clive, we're not alone. And ours.
We've fought long and hard for this moment.
We need only endure this final trial.
You all know what it is that awaits us beyond this gate. And we shall face it together.
Aye.
It seems our hosts would rather we remain. I will stay them.
We will stay them. Go!
Just don't keep us waiting.
Thank you.
Welcome, sons of fire.
Joshua! Joshua! Wake up!
Clive, is that you? This isn't stone here.
Welcome to our darkness. A rift between worlds wherein your kind might reflect.
Show yourself!
Grave and many are the sins of man. And we would have you know them, all of them. As fate has seen fit to deliver you home, consider this our welcoming gift.
It would seem we are trapped.
And the only way out is through Ultima. We find him, and we leave.
If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning. When the world was still young, we visited upon it a miracle, magic, and in its light did all life flourish. Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night. Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
But if it was magic that caused the blight, what of the mother crystals?
I expect he'll tell us soon enough.
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies. And so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow, Valisthea. There would the true work begin, for the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution, the illness having spread to every organ. There was but one escape from this fate, to start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him. So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
And follow we shall. For now.
To forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke. Alone in a world bereft of his god's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own. And from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford. So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource, and the land, she wept tears of black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Not blind, just unwilling to admit the truth. Though we're one and the same.
Ifrit, or what's left of him.
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become. Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being. The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction. But she may yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do, why we nursed you and fed you, as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Muthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
To right your wrongs. If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all! What?
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
My friends, my family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken. But it's all we have. And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore. It's ours.
Bow down, offenders, hearts disdained. standing. Only with heads hung low is penance paid. O wretched mortals, incapable even of contrition. In fitting season shall we reap our harvest. Gifted this chance, and still you would raise your hand against the Lord.
What now? The darkness bends. He means to end us.
It wouldn't be the first time. But let's make it his last.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us. countless generations have we awaited this moment. Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try.
So why not leave it all behind?
Leave it all behind.
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
Clive! None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother. Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield. Look, Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
Damn it, Clive. Wake up.
That hurt.
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
Once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will... an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Muthos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering. And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
Bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill!
Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here.
Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon.
Thank you. I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
There's something about it. I feel like it's calling to me.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that I saw on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only... You tell once.
Right. All hands on deck, then.
Accept this, everyone. As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we gonna manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
To what do I owe the honour? What's Sancfordian, dear? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right?
My best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. My best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. And?
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Something to...
Clive, my poor Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks.
I would have done the same.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, The people are bound. We must move. But where do we start? True. The challenges that face us are many. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, certain cities have banded together to try, and yet the only remedy for the chaos that, in short, if Storm does not stand together...
But how would one even begin to...
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore, and as luck would have it, I've already spoken with...
Of course, yeah.
And he's agreed to help. Havel has always been I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course. You don't mind, do you?
Of course, as long as... And if the field... I'll leave for Randalar. Would you send us...
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Del...
Excellent.
No.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong?
I've received word from Cyril. The Undying.
His will.
In the crypt, beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I'm ready to leave when you are.
Sid.
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's nurse and something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives. And even better for her.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust and while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Walud, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the...
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, and we stay no longer than we have.
Thank you, Chadwick. The thought of...
He must... Then
we should...
Sid, I was wondering...
It depends what...
A bearer, but recently freed from... As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his...
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' tent?
What?
True. No.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer. Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. It's only... If you say so.
Forgive, but this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
What do you think happened to Miss...
Sid!
With what?
No!
It's Miss Midadol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the...
Well, she does have a lot on her mind.
Not long ago.
Then it's probably just about...
You didn't break it.
But...
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You...
Thank... Nid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordill. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the Cursebreakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the Cursebreakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied. Then again, when isn't she?
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid.
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. Or rather, it was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn. We were tortured and few.
I can't imagine.
I lost, but they must. The Institute.
But the Institute. You can leave. All right,
mate.
Do you suppose it's magic keeping the thing afloat?
What else could it be?
One moment you think you've freed the realm from her fate. The next,
A darker one rears up to replace it. What awaits us when we finally attain relief? True freedom? Or something else? Pining for something, boy. What is it? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home. And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, "You want that iron gone? I reckon."
I'm so sorry. Let's get that.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of... You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you?
Not nearly as much as you...
Aye, good.
You're kind...
Only...
Where to, then?
All right.
Only if you want. Mid needs a piece of...
Most, but if it...
But okay. All right, Tom. I'm going to need a... Do you have a better... Unless... You've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west. Toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rook... I haven't been to the island in... To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old Mort...
Clive, my boy. What a pleasure.
Hippocrates, I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
And you seek a rare one whose name I had not...
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much.
And yet I gather it did not. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets, a clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts, one such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known, or, so rumor has it, I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the Executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her
by the hand of the
But what drives them?
Fine question. Sadly, all that isn't, you may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the Executors are rife among the, but rather less so across the strait. I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. But, though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving, if you were, by some chance, a...
Very well, I'll be sure. It's still here. After all these years. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough. Of course.
What's in it?
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Furder.
I think we'd better shut up. What's Lubor raving about now?
Looks like everyone's ready. We'd better not keep them waiting.
Fly, Ambrosia.
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside? Can't leave a single one alive. Ready, go? Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgal, where would you hide? It looks like we found him. I better get these materials to Mids.
Your Grace?
Cyril.
Yes. If you would do us the honor.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive
the day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace.
Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of with the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins. Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message, nor would he have entrusted those who would have stood with you.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better, after all. The duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will.
And where is this?
She awaits you in the archive.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Lord Marquis?
What is it?
One of our brethren lately he sent an owl
Was he
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe an ancient religion that by gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hope...
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash?
Fully cognizant. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the third chair. Though he has been silent for some... Yet, it seemed, for as you so earn it...
But Ash is a big place.
Perhaps. The last owl I read, Mickleberg was its... It lies in the southern... If aught ill befell him...
Right.
You are Go then, with my hope.
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we?
My lord. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted...
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude.
I merely did my duty.
My lady, perhaps you could... What exactly...
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children...
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke...
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasure's eye. Alas, he did. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts were...
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished article, but with his grace long since gone. And the stone left, you are grown men now. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the hearts, I know that nothing...
Thank you.
What say you?
What else? Of course, my lady.
Oh, I am...
Do you know where we might find it?
I do. It is found in the bellies of Elder Griffin. We do at least know where to find one.
Certain.
You are... In fact, we're...
What else? Eyes peeled, Joshua. There it is. For House Rossfield. Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Godotha will know.
Here, take a look at my wares. A fine choice, of course. Go safely.
Oh, thank the Griffiness.
And the Heartstone.
Yes. This, thank you. Your father...
Lady Godotha, the lapidary.
Thank you, Cyril. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut The armbands, pray. Take them. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even... And the grave...
It's a message. Enemies who would thwart his vision.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield.
Indeed. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be...
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own, even if the armbands were incomplete. She would surely... So, how...
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewellery be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone, and so my pursuit continued. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered.
Lady Goditha,
as do...
Fuck.
The bands suit you. That must be great.
It is. What's my hope?
Your father, since the... I prithee, and I do not...
Thank you.
What are you looking for? Farewell.
Do you see that too?
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Can't be Rutherford, can it? Let's go.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? That I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there. Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. can walk from here. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape. Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in North, which he'd be testing this recruit.
I'm nervous.
All right, Ember. Impress me. These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not.
I didn't... Where is Ember?
I thought He must have fled. He was just standing there. He was no...
I knew the boy...
This won't be an easy decision.
A fortress?
Who'd you think?
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform. Your town needs you. I need you.
But the Duke will have to
Of course.
Do you see anything you like? An excellent choice. You've a keen eye. Come back again.
He'd have our coin, our stock and our stalls, and we're just...
So you are content to abandon...
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
When the fighting begins, we can take refuge in the back.
Run like the wind. There are so many of them. Not for long. Is it over? No. It's only just begun.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing.
Can we get you anything?
There's no need to worry any longer.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.